And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Minnesota Twins. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And towing the slab, it'll be Marcus Stroh. Singy's looking at a nice little milestone here.
Well, he's been sitting on 99 career wins. I think he's got it in him for 100 today. Excited to be in the chair and watch him work.
And now, Randy Arozarena. The pitch. That misses. 1-0.
First pitch, 110.
There's a strike. Arozarena started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and Ed Drummond right on it, says he held up. On the ground, and foul ball.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Correa over to first. One out in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Randy Arozarena.
This is an interesting guy to have in the lineup because everyone knows his ability to change the game on the base paths, leading the American League in stolen bases. So it's almost like the fear of what he's going to do when he gets on distracts the pitcher from being able to attack him at the plate.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Just shy of the wall.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
In the air, right side. Walner under it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here with my pal Siggy. Today's starting pitcher, Tanner HoucK.
Well, Luke, something of interest to me is that this guy's really struggled when working out of the stretch, pitching with runners in scoring position. So the key for him is to attack hitters, try to get ahead in the count, and limit allowing runners on base. And if he can do that, I think that will help him to avoid those situations. Now, at some point, he's going to have to deal with them. And I think it's just one of those mental things that he's going to have to overcome.
We go to the bottom of the first. And now the Minnesota designated hitter, Willie Castro. And a pitch. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. And another ball. Swing and a miss. 2-1 now.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Down the left field line. Should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Nick Madrigal. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Right back to him on the mound. Throws to first in time. One gone, bottom half of the first. Now the lineup for the Twins as constructed by Rocco Baldelli. Coming off a huge showing in their last game, Nick Madrigal.
Well, Boog, he's had a huge impact in this series. I mean, 6 RBIs already. He's really raised the bar for himself. Now, they're not just hoping, but they're expecting more of the same from him. And since we're lucky enough to be calling this game, so am I.
The pitch. And a foul ball. Now before the pitch, he looks him back. Castro, the runner at second with one away. Towards first, finds its way through, base hit. The throw in, the tag out.
Well, they were trying to put the pressure on him right there, try to score from second base on that base hit, and I tell you what, really nice job by the defense. They got it in quick enough, cut him off at the plate. Nice job.
And now for the Twins, Matt Wallner.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
No ball, 1 strike.
Next pitch is downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Pickoff move to first. Lewis back easily. Righty to the plate. They stack center field. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Here's 0-1. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. That one not close. And the count is 1-2. The pitch. Good job to fight that one off. First and second, 2 down. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-2.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The pitch. Hit hard on the ground is short. Over to Torres. And that is the inning. Twins strand a pair. Scoreless after 1. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now at the plate, Nolan Arenado. Stroman back to work. And a big swing and a miss. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish. And will probably go down as one of the greatest. Jumps, but it's off his glove. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty. And that one wrapped foul. And the pitch. And he hits a ground ball right side. It's through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
He's been swinging it really well lately. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Fouled off. He was late. And a pitch. And he lays one down the left side. Off balance feed. There's one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Anthony Santander at the plate. 3 hits and a loss last night. Bounding ball here. Rolls foul.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Righty delivers. Fought off foul.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
2 on, 1 out. Ground ball could be 2. Spin throw, that's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam and they end the inning.
Back in Minnesota. And now the center fielder, Colton Cowser. That's in there. And it's 0-1. Cowser batting 6th in today's lineup. A former first-round pick in 2021. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Ball, no.
That one missed. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strengths. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Springer makes the grab, 1 down. Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's game.
Right through there for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
1 out, base is empty. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's 2 down. Here's Manuel Margot. Foul ball. Bounced up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. He's in there.
The 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
So here's Christian Vasquez. Breaking ball inside. And that's ball 1.
No strike.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one finds the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Right-hander kick steals. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Inning over. So no. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd. Scoreless game. Now it's the shortstop, Aledmys Diaz. First pitch, not close. Stroman, a former Gold Glove winner, he features a sinker, a slurve, a cutter, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now it's Travis d'Arnaud at the plate. Swing and a miss. 0-1. That one ripped but foul. Diaz gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And the pitch is outside. Ball 1. The punch out there, and one away in the top of the third. So the lineup flips over. So up next for Toronto, Randy Arozarena. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's 0 for 1. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Not close with that one. And a count even 1-1. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Check swing, 1 around. It's a ball in 2 strikes. Runner goes again. Ball outside. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
When a guy's got that kind of lead at second base, somebody's got to call timeout. Pitcher's got to step off. The catcher's got to ask the ump for time or something. You can't let him get out that far. When you don't have a good thrower behind the plate, he's going to steal third almost.
Got him. And that is that.
Well, this guy.
Bottom of the inning. This is Willie Castro. HoucK back to work. Wouldn't chase that time. The wind of the pitch. Foul ball there. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Madrigal stands in now and watches strike 1. Ripped on a line. Arozarena calls it in, 2 away. Here's Royce Lewis. And he's already singled in this game. In there at the knees.
0-1.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second, and he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. Back at Target Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Gleyber Torres. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball. 1 strike.
The next pitch misses. And it's a ball and a strike.
1 strike.
And here it comes. And Gleyber takes outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
3 balls, 1 strike.
The 3-1. On the ground to the left. Correa tosses across to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Reached on an infield single his first time. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. One down, base is empty. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. 4th inning underway, no score. And that one is lifted in the air. Wallner makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Brett Beatty next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. To the right side, Madrigal in plenty of time to first, and that is that. So they make sure. Bottom 4, leading off, Matt Wallner. The wind of the pitch. Fastball for a strike.
Well, these Twins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
The wind of the pitch. Outside low, and the count is 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And another ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Oh, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
In there at the knees. That is strike 2. Ball 1 there.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in a low 2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-2. Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, he's been working out of the stretch just about the entire game, Boo. A lot of base runners on against him, and he's just done a really nice job of scattering the hits, not giving up any runs. But at some point, your luck usually runs out.
1 ball.
Kowser
No
stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Slap the other way, foul. Here comes a pitch. That one finds the zone. And the count 1-2. Correa over at first with 1 away. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of the 5th we go. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's George Springer to start it off. Pitch misses. Ball 1. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. Fastball for a strike. And the count 1-1. And the right-hander deals. And that one fouled off.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
And another ball. That one misses. 3-2 now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And the righty deals. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Kicks and deals. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And there's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Santander in the box now. Takes strike 1. Nobody out. Runner at first. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base. Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
At the belt and fires. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. The pitch. On the ground at first. Could be 2. There's 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Aledmys Diaz now. Diaz, a former All-Star, 34-year-old vet, and he was born in Cuba. The pitch. There's a swing and a miss.
No ball.
2 outs, base is empty. Started after it. Appeal to first. Did not go. And now the count is even. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. Man at first, and now for the Jays, Travis d'Arnaud. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Next offering is downstairs.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That's to third. They take the force out, and that will end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and here's the first baseman, Kyle Farmer. And he deals. Fastball for a strike.
Well, these Twins, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far. And that's something they should feel very good about.
The line to kick the pitch. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Manuel Margot up to the plate. There's a strike. Farmer on at first, nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And the next pitch is way outside. Back to the mound, and that hits the bag. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Christian Vasquez, the hitter. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0.
No strike.
And that's in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a pitch. And a count 1-2. Kicks and fires. And it's even up.
That's a really good take.
And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
Now batting.
And here's the Twins leadoff guy. Willie Castro, 1 for 2. And that one fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That's ripped into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Runner around third on his way to the plate. The relay throw. He's safe.
He has had such a good day today. I think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
A couple of doubles today for the DH. 1 down. Now it's the second baseman, Nick Madrigal. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-1. 2 on, 1 out. And a foul ball. Righty to the plate. Down. 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis. Just missed.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Two outs, 2 in scoring position. Last half of inning number 5. Way high there. And that's ball 3. The pitch. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
3-1.
Swing and a miss.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
The pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And a swing and a miss. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. And the Twins plate 1 on the double. It's now 1-0. This is Toronto Blue Jays. Top of the sixth. Inning. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Randy Arozarena. First pitch just misses.
No base hits in this. Series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me.
The pitch. That's in there. 2 balls and a strike. In the air, right field. He's under it. Makes the grab. And there's one down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out. Here's Gleyber Torres. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. And we're all square. It's 1-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Snags it on the run. And that'll do it. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. All even now at 1-1. Back after this on the show. Back now for the bottom of the 6th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Gregory Soto.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Waller in the box again. Takes a strike. Close, but called the ball. And 1-1.
That one called just inside, I think. And on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though. But he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Now Correa up to hit. That one misses. And that's ball 1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. The 1-1. Runner takes off. Bounce to third. Goes to second. Safe there. To first, and he's out. So safe at second, out at first on the attempted double play. Next to hit, Colton Cowser. Hard hit, right side. Throws to first in time.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Step off and looks the runner back to third now. Farmer at the plate now, and that's inside.
He was looking for some firewood right there. I tell you what, if you're not out in front, swing at that pitch, you'll be looking for a new bat.
With the go-ahead run at third here in the bottom of the sixth.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2. Wouldn't chase that time. Manuel Margot up next. 2 outs. In the air to left center. Sizes this one up. That is the inning. We go to the top of the 7th, and now for the Jays, Brett Beatty. Stroman back to work. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard. Manager out of the dugout now. On the mound now for the Twins, Josh Staumont.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
And the batter is George Springer. And a curve misses outside.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Check swing, went around. Strike 1. Righty delivers. Puts a bunt down. Farmer. They apply the tag, and their runner moves up to second.
Man, that's tough right there. I understand wanting to try to get into scoring position, but you've got to realize that the guy at the plate's so hot right now, you don't want to take the bat out of his hands in terms of having a bigger RBI opportunity. Unfortunate mistake right there.
In the air, center field. 2 down. And it's Aledmys Diaz. He's been a great free agent sign. Lifted in the air, right center field. Cowser sizing this one up. And that's the 3rd out.
A lot of it.
Back in Minnesota, set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Manuel Margot. That one fouled off. Soto, multi-time All-Star. He features high fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. And a pitch. Ground ball right side. Guerrero the toss to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Christian Vasquez. Goes 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch misses. Uh-oh, that got him. And the potential winning run is aboard.
Well, the bad news is that pitch wasn't close. The good news, they're set up to turn 2 and get out of the inning.
Now it's Jordan Romano out of the bullpen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Right-hander kick steals.
Ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And a pitch. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
2 strikes.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Payoff pitch. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And a go-ahead run into scoring position. One away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, cut out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
And the batter now, Nick Madrigal. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. Got him looking. That's the second out.
Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second base, but job's not done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do with this home crowd applying so much pressure.
And now it's going to be Royce Lewis. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. And ball 1. And here it comes. And a count 1-2. And another ball.
2-2.
And he chases that one. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late.
Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down.
Welcome back, and a new arm of the mound to start the 8th. Griffin Jacks. Here's the Toronto catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. The pitch. Clips the outside corner. Strike 1. Out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Movement in the bullpen. Justin Topa warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Chafin, the lefty, warming. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A massive home run. It's 3-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. And the hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy.
Now batting, second baseman, Labor Torres.
And there's a foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Oh, he gloves it.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's Nolan Arenado. 1 for 3. Late on that fastball. Jacks measures 6 feet 2 inches, 195 pounds, and he was a third-round pick. Wide throw, and it gets away. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And they won't get him, and he goes first to third on the error. Coming out of the bullpen for the Twins, Andrew Chafin.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
That's out.